She may have been the boss, but she had no airs about her. That was how many of the staff of her law firm Lee & Lee remembered the late Mrs Lee Kuan Yew. She was one of the 3 founding partners of law firm Lee & Lee, along with her husband, Minister Mentor Lee Kuan Yew, and her brother-in-law, the late Mr Lee Kim Yew. Her unassuming, caring ways have left a deep impression on some of her staff. In particular, this man who was an office boy since the firm opened its doors in 1955. Mr Abdul Rahman was then only 17 years old. Now 73 years old and still a member of staff, he remembers how she showed her concern for him.
They sent me to the next school, take some English and typing. That time he said, you can speak English, I can speak a bit. Okay, I send you to the next school. Offer down there, the next school. Mrs Lee, Rahman, you taken your lunch? I not yet. Okay, you go and take your lunch. She very good. I come late also, she never say, why you come late? She never ask. Yeah, I miss her because that time I tried to cry like that a bit. Because she is exactly like my family. That's why I work here very long. I never go other way, other place. I like to work here. Now I miss Kwa.
Managing partner Kwa Kim Lee, who's also Mrs Lee's niece, said that her aunt had no airs about her and did not want any special treatment.
I remember that she took part in everything which the firm had and didn't want any special treatment. So, for example, even in a fire drill, we were on the 19th floor of the building, and she would not let any of us skip the fire drill. She would walk down with us all 19 stories because she said we have to comply with the rules. That was the measure of the lady. She never cut queue. She never asked for any special treatment. And that's why actually we all miss her in Lee & Lee. She's a very good lawyer, and she had eagle-sharp eyes. Any typos she could spot immediately, and she could read so fast and comprehend so quickly. There's no parallel in her life. She's one of the best lawyers in Singapore all time.
Mrs Lee was the only female student in the prestigious Raffles College in Singapore where she first met Mr Lee Kuan Yew. She was then awarded the Queen's Scholarship and studied at the Cambridge University in the United Kingdom and became the first woman in Asia obtaining a first-class honours degree in law from Cambridge. Her political contribution was not generally known until recently that she played a key role in registering the PAP with the Register of Societies and, more importantly, drafting the paragraphs on the water agreements which required Malaysia to guarantee Singapore water supply from Johor as part of the separation agreement. Although she was outstanding as a lawyer as well as the pillar of strength for Minister Mentor Lee, she preferred to stay away from the limelight. Mrs Lee did not want special attention and did not tolerate people who tried too hard.
There's one thing that I know Mrs Lee hates: bootlickers. Mrs Lee can't stand people who try and suck up to her, who try to curry favor, who try to impress her. She would rather know you for who you are.
From its humble beginnings as a small office along a row of shop houses, Lee & Lee has grown into a firm with more than 200 staff members. Despite her no-nonsense attitude at work, Mrs Lee's unassuming and caring ways have touched the hearts of the staff at Lee & Lee. Find out more about the different memories the staff of Lee & Lee have of the late Mrs Lee in the next clip.
Just a great lady.